Hi everyone, I'm Erica and welcome back to Notes on the Good Life. Today we're going to be cash stuffing for the second week of July and we're going to be cash stuffing $2,001. $2,001. And so if you enjoy cash stuffing, budgeting, things like that, then I hope you like, subscribe, and stick around for the rest of the video. All right, so as usual, I am going to be doing a cash count to make sure that we have everything that we need for today. So we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1,300, 51, 52, 53, 50, 350, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 280. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 1. So perfect. We have exactly what we need today. And let's go ahead and get started. So as always, we start with our monthly expenses finder. And just a reminder, if you are new to my channel, I do use a cashless cash envelope system. So I use all prop money to represent what we have in my family's bank accounts. And so starting off with groceries, we have $180. How is everyone doing? How's your July going so far? Okay, so adding 180 there. So now in groceries, we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, 82. So 582. Okay, I am filming this after July 4th, and I'm sure you guys have already been hearing about it, but my area experienced, so I live in Texas Hill Country. Texas Hill Country includes a lot of different cities, but over the July 4th weekend, there was a lot of severe flooding. And unfortunately, you know, I'm sure you've heard all the news, what's happened, and it's really sad and tragic to hear about it. Household is getting 20. And, you know, while my town was definitely not as impacted, we were still getting a lot of the flash flood warnings. So it was a little nerve-wracking to say the least. Household gets 100 to 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 272. So it definitely was a little nerve-wracking. You know, we went over to my parents' house and they live sort of like up a little bit higher. And so, you know, gas is getting 40. Even though we were getting those flash flood warnings, like we were pretty confident that we weren't going to be impacted. So gas has 20, 40, 3, at least for the house. You know, different story for the roads and things like that. So we were sort of stuck at my parents' house for a good like 2 days. Eating out, we'll be getting 100. And then when we came back home, there was still a bunch of rain. Eating out has 150, 76, 176. But as far as our house, you know, the safety of our house, we were okay. But they did close down access to the rivers for several days, just for safety. So we'll see for the rest of the week. Date night is getting 60, kind of what the weather impact will be. But yeah, so just kind of scary. And I think, you know, date night now has 120. My husband were talking about just like what our plans would be if, you know, our house was in like the direct line of flooding or things like that. And, you know, making sure that we are both on the same page about like what steps we would take to try to get out and where we would go. Family Fund gets 40. Yeah, it definitely, I feel like things like that puts things into perspective. Family Fund now has 20, 40, 50. And just, you know, definitely have been holding my son a little tighter these past couple days. T's fun money is getting 40. And now we have 20, 40, 60, 80. So if you were impacted or your family was impacted at all, I am so sorry. And you know, I'm just so sorry. And I hope, I mean, yeah, just really keeping your family, and if you knew anybody who was impacted, you know, my heart definitely goes out to you. Unplanned gets 50. I know it's not much, but unplanned now has 100, but just know that, you know, my heart is definitely with you. Okay, so that is it for monthly expenses. And now we are gonna be cash stuffing my personal binder today, which I don't know why, it feels like a while since I've done that. I did change up my setup just a little bit. So I bought these zipperless cash envelopes. They're like the matte kind of like thinner ones. And then I have inserts instead of the cash envelopes. So now I am going to put 150 in here. And so Fun Money now has 150, 60, 72, 172. And that's just because I feel like for me, when I'm, you know, making things for my own setup, books will be getting 50. I feel like I don't change things out a lot. And I think that's just because for me, I'm like, oh, you know, sometimes envelopes, they just obviously are a lot more effort than making inserts. So I'm like, you know what, if I do this, I'll probably be more willing to make my own stuff because the inserts don't take as long to like create on my own. So I feel like I can play with more designs in my own personal setup. So books now has 51, 20, 30, 43, so 143. So budgeting will be getting 200. I have definitely been spending a lot more on budgeting, on my budgeting setup. So yeah, I've been seeing a lot of just amazing things out there, and I want to support and just change up my setup a little bit. I feel like my setup has stayed the same for a really long time. And so, you know, I don't want to always change everything all at the one time, just kind of like slowly get stuff over time. So beauty now has 100, 2, 3, 10, 20, 6. So 326. I have started to do more beauty services and stuff like that. So that's why I've been really making it a point to cash stuff beauty a little bit more. Self-care, we're skipping. Clothing, we're skipping. And YouTube, we're skipping for now because we have a pretty good buffer there. I am waiting to hit 800 subscribers here on YouTube before I do another giveaway. So hoping that will happen soon. So now we are going to my high priority sinking funds. Okay, now health will be getting 50. Okay. So now we have 500, 6, 20, 30, 20, 30, I was about to say 70, 20, 30, 40. So $640 this week for work. I feel like the week after a long vacation is always kind of stressful, just like getting back into things. Big move, we're skipping. Taxes, we're skipping. Car and home maintenance, we're skipping. We're going to my Roth IRA, putting 300 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,500, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3,900. But yeah, but hopefully, you know, my intention for my weekly intention anyways, is to have a really productive week. I've already, made my to-do list so that I keep track of everything. So we have 500, 50, 70, 90, 600. And yeah, it'll be just like a good to-do list. Always help me keep track and prioritize what I need to do. I feel like for work, I was really good and then I fell off. And then since the beginning of the year, I've made it more, been more intentional about my to-do lists and things like that. So now we have 500, 6, 7, 50, 7, 70, 7, 90, 7, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 99. Yes, 799. Okay. But I use like a weekly dashboard type notebook, which has been helping out a lot. So thankfully, like everybody else, since it was a company shutdown last week, everybody else was off too. So my inbox really should not be like that crazy. So I'll be adding $30 into back to school. Now I had budgeted $30, but I ended up completing this challenge, I maxed out the challenge, but I'm still gonna add $30 in here because the 250 was really like the minimum that I wanted to have. Just because kids grow really fast and yeah, like he's already outgrowing some of the clothes. I feel like T definitely went through a growth spurt, and so we're gonna have to buy like better fitting clothes and stuff for the school year. So we have 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310. Okay. And so that is it for back to school. We probably won't be getting him like a new backpack or anything like that. Just because his current backpack is totally fine. Mainly just clothes that I'm worried about. Okay, so now we are in my seasonal savings and vacation binder. So and I did update my setup here too. So I have more like minimal, instead of the vellum envelopes that I have these inserts, minimal inserts that are in the same kind of like frosted, like plastic zipperless envelopes. So these will be coming to my shop as well. So I'll be launching new products Friday, July 18th. And this will be included in there. So I did all of these minimal envelopes for my seasonal savings. And then I also added a teacher appreciation insert, anniversary insert with that too. So we are right now saving for the fall. And so we will be putting $20 in here. This savings tracker will also be included in my launch as well. So this is I Love You a Latte savings tracker. And this one you can decide the amount of each icon and what your total savings will be. I also will have trackers that have like a set amount for each of the icons as well. So adding $20 here. Okay, so now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. I'm just gonna set this to the side to dry. Okay, so nothing here, but one other thing, like a big part of the launch is items for Christmas savings. So I have this insert here for Christmas. Take it out. So I did make this a little bit larger than my normal inserts. So you can see the difference. Like this takes up more of the envelope and this one is a little bit smaller. So this will be available as an insert and as an envelope as well. So this is one of the font choices, and I also have, let me go get the other font design. This is the other font design here. And so you can either have like Christmas on there, and I am also gonna have an option to have custom labels just in case you wanna have like a set of themed envelopes for that time. So definitely look out for that. And we are saving $20 along with my trackers as well, my Christmas trackers. Where's my marker? Did it fall? I swear I just had it. Where did it go? Oh, just kidding. It's here, and I am going to check off the Santa icon there. The trackers, the trackers will be laminated, glossy lamination. This was just kind of like a oopsie version, and it's not laminated in my setup. And then so now in Christmas, we have $40. Okay. And the Christmas trackers, hold on, let me just go get them real quick. Okay, so the Christmas trackers, there's 3 or 4 different versions. You have one where each icon is $10 and it will save you a total of $120. There's another one where each icon is $15. It'll save you $180. And then the version where it's each icon is $20 with total savings of $240. And then I also have one where it's, you choose how much each icon and what your total savings will be. So you can either get this as a set, like this 3 as a set, or individual as well. So I will also include a bundle where you can get it with the envelope or the inserts too. So yeah, this is definitely something that I'm excited to include into my shop, because even though it's July, I feel like Christmas is gonna come by just like really quickly. So I will set that to the side there. We did seasonal savings, Christmas, and then we're on to vacations. So we have 375. So 1, 2, 3, 75. Okay, and we are building this sinking fund back up. We still have like 2 more planned vacations. One that's already booked, one is one that we hope to go on. And so we definitely want to be conscious of how much, we're putting in here. We want to make sure that we stay on track. So now in vacations, we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3,500. Let me just, ain't no shame in having to use a calculator. 50, 70, 80, 90, 105, 108. So we have $3,608. I always have to use the calculator because I feel like the numbers just fly out of my head when I'm counting sometimes. And then I get done counting and I don't remember where exactly I am. So that is it for vacations. For savings challenges, we're adding $51 total. And so for the month, I always forget that it go like this for the savings challenge. Okay, so for July, we are gonna be adding $25. Okay, this there, 25. Okay, so now we have 20, 40, 55. Okay, and then we are gonna go to freeze time. I don't have my case on my iPad, so my pen's kind of going everywhere. Freeze time has $15 on here. It's been a while since I've added to this savings challenge. Okay, so now we have 100, 150, 160, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210. Okay, and then we will add a roll of film, which I haven't seen a roll of film in a long time. Freeze time. Okay. And then for my Everyday Friday, which I accidentally already checked off the 11th of July because I was making a reel and I forgot, you know, that I needed to film it after the cash stuffing. But so now total for my Everyday Friday savings is $10, $12, $14, $15. So I love the little reminder every Friday to save. Okay, and that is it. And that is it, guys. That is it for our cash stuffing for the second week of July. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching if you made it all the way to the end. And just wishing everybody a good day, a good week, and an amazing month. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.